Hey everyone, it's Spursrail96 here, wherever you are around the world. Hope you're all doing well out there. Welcome to another Train Sim World 4 live stream, where today, unfortunately, the previous stream I did, which was on the route we are doing today, failed to be fully processed, so yeah, unfortunately it wasn't available to be viewed by the public after the stream was completed. So I thought, heck, let's just do it again. So once again, we are in the United Kingdom. We're winding the clock back to 1989, and we're taking a look at the industrial heartlands of the northeast of the British steel industry, and that is the Tees Valley line. So, we're going to have some fun. That's what we're going to do. So pick the class 37. I think we'll do this service to begin with, where we unload a train of coke wagons, or coal, which is a type of coal, at the red car ore terminal. I'll say my hellos to Sophie, Thierry, and Ben Davis. Hope you've all had a good weekend so far. A little bit more of the weekend still to go. Okay, instrument lights are on, headlights are on. The interior lights, boot indicator lights, and the instrument lights. We'll leave the safety systems off for the time being. Vacuum brake, good. Sounds to me like we've got two class 37s. Indeed we do. Right, let's get going then to the unloading facility on this very sunny early morning. There we go, we're moving eventually. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, at least the trains haven't been affected by the weather. I mean, what a strange old week, a couple of weeks weather-wise. You know, you have Arctic temperatures and snow. I mean, even I had some snow earlier in the week, and all of a sudden it's disappeared, and we've now got very strong winds and heavy rains. Yeah, crazy weather. Let's just check our path. Make sure the points are set to the correct positions. So that's the loading facility there. Just to the left is the unloading facility. So it's quite cool that you've got you know, those two types of operations that you can conduct in the game on Tees Valley. Not only can you load the wagons, but you can unload the hoppers as well. I mean, even though Tees Valley is very old now, if you haven't got this route, you know, I strongly recommend you get it. It's got everything you need. You can haul steel, empty, or loaded, up and down the main line. You have two variants of steel coils and beams. You've got shunting duties, albeit not that many. And then of course with the coal aspect you can load coke or unload coke at the ore terminal. And the cherry on top is that you can do passenger services with the BR Class 101 or the 142 Pacer if you have the Blackpool branches. I think they added that. I'm not too sure. I don't think they have, but they might have. Never know. I haven't got it, so that's what I'm guessing. But not only that, but if you have the 2 loco add-ons, the Class 31 and the 20, they're great additions. The Class 20 doesn't add many additional services with its limestone wagons, but it does mean you can use the Class 20 in place of the 37 on all of the 37's freight operations, so that's quite a nice touch. And with the 31, you've got a mixture of cement duties, be it double-headed locomotives or single locomotives, and empty variants, loaded variants. Well, we need to brake now, so we can turn on the slow speed control. But the 31 can also do passenger services in a very unusual way, with I think dead Class 101s, which is unusual but unique. What do we need to do? Slow speed control, that's it. I think I'll set it to 1. I think once I did set the target speed at 2, but it didn't fully unload or load the hoppers. Well, we'll wait and see. We'll see if 1 is the magic number. Yeah, not too bad, Sophie. I'm very well, thank you. Ben Davis, did you see the new Class 66 liveries have arrived? Engineering Express. Hope are under £5. I hope they should be free really, but for me that Engineering Express thing is a waste of time and money. Same locomotive, livery we already have. I think it's a familiar type of wagon we already have in the game, the Sea Cow. I think that's on West Cornwall. So yeah, even if it was £5, to me that it doesn't add any value, doesn't add much to the to the ScotRail Express, in all honesty. If we were talking about an additional add-on for ScotRail Express, we should have a different multiple unit, really. Maybe I don't know, Class 380 or something, or 170, something to spice up the passenger operations on ScotRail Express. It's such a shame that ScotRail Express is being tarnished with that kind of add-on. That what is it? What's it even called? Engineering Express, yeah. Which is a shame because I think that's a decent route from Rivet. ScotRail Express. I thought they did I remember I did the stream for the first time. I was quite surprised of how good the route actually was. Services, yeah, it's a little bit on the light side, but hopefully that can be improved as time goes on. But not via these stupid gameplay soap packs. Getting sick and tired of them. Why not have proper loco add-ons like we used to have? Or like Viacella or the Vectron, you know? Proper new locomotives. But, you know, that's my view. Hey Samuel Smith, nice to see you, hope you're well. No. I mean, there's no confirmation, Ben, as to when the West Somerset Railway timetable update will arrive. I reckon it's a few weeks off yet. We might see it in March, maybe end of February, if you're lucky. I mean, we haven't even had a roadmap this year, so it may have been pushed back. It may be ready to go. We just don't know. Just have to wait and see. It's not the only thing they're working on. They're working on a big overhaul, or they've rebuilt the Curl Arkin timetable from scratch, haven't they? So I think that will arrive first, because that was on the roadmap before this West Somerset Railway update. So yeah, be interesting to see which one comes out first. How are we doing? How many have we even got? I think it's like 20 odd, is it? Or something like that. I think it's 20, isn't it? Oh no, much more than that. 24. Wow, that's a lot. It's more than 4. If it was like 15 or something, I didn't know it'd be 24. Blimey. No wonder we need 2 locomotives for these proceedings. No, there's no news at all. So there's literally been nothing. There's been no news on any new content at all. Dovetail have been pretty much, silent. I think they've had a couple of weeks off. I know the producer, the executive producer, is it Mr. Peddleston, and the other person, who's it, Adam? I forget who he is. They've been on holiday, so they've had a couple of weeks off, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, if they've had a couple of weeks off, and I'm pretty sure most of the team around them have had a couple of weeks off, so that's probably everything's gone a little bit quiet by the wayside, and allowed Rivet Games to take centre stage with their ridiculously overpriced Bernina line. But yeah, hopefully maybe in February or the back end of January we'll have some news on what's going to happen. I mean, it's not only UK routes, there's obviously a new USA route that's in the pipeline, and it'll be interesting to see what that will be. Will it be freight? Will it be passenger? Will it be modern? Will it be old? Will it be a combination of freight and passenger, which I personally like. I think we need more passenger content from the United States, personally. I think we've got enough freight stuff as it is. But of course in the US there's untapped potential there. What we need is a third-party dev in the US, or I don't know, like a team of, I don't know, hired by Dovetail in the US. That could change the quality of the US content by a long way. One more. Just put the brakes on a minute. Turn off the slow speed control. Should be easy to get away. Lower RPM, since we're pulling pretty much empty wagons. Or hoppers, I should say. Why do I keep calling them wagons? They're hoppers, for crying out loud. You know, the coal hops in and it hops back out. As always, for the stream, I've got a Nice piping hot cup of tea, a couple of digestive biscuits, and a Galaxy chocolate bar on this occasion. Wonderful. Terry, I only found out a few days ago the New York Trenton timetable is live. Live? What do you mean live? I don't get what you mean there, Terry. You'll have to elaborate on that point a bit more. Timetable? Well, the route's been out since, nearly over a year, actually. So I'm a bit surprised you may know of New York Trenton timetable existing. Thierry, the tanker pack from Skyhook should have come with a Class 60. Yeah, definitely. A new freight locomotive for the UK would be most welcome. I mean, I like the 66, don't get me wrong. I think it's a great old head, let's say. Useful old head, but it's about time we have something fresh. We've had the 66 since the beginning. Yeah, we need something new. Quickly. I can't go on another year with the 66. We need something different. You know, something like the Vectron or something like that, you know? They're on holiday, are they, Sophie? I don't know where they've gone. Probably gone abroad somewhere. I think it was for Christmas or something like that. Christmas, New Year. Good for them. Look forward to my holiday, but it's a fair while off yet. Long way till mine. I'm going to tuck into this. I'll eat a little piece of the chocolate because we're about to come to a standstill. Marvellous. Oh God. We're in a different... Oh, sugar. Oh, we are. We're in a different siding. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Oh, shoot. Oh. Oh, bucker. What shall I do? I've got an idea. It might work, it might not. I'm going to uncouple the locomotives, run around them, and as I'm running around I'll stop at the little stop marker, and hopefully the game will like that. God, that caught me by surprise. Never mind. Oh well. If there's a will, there's a way. Hopefully. There's always a way. Oh, the new timetable too. Yeah, the new timetable's been live since Train Sim World launched. The problem is it's in a terrible state now because of how unstable the performance of the route in general is. I mean, the frame rate is atrocious. I know Dovetail put a patch out apparently to sort the performance issues of the Neo Trenton timetable, but I tried it and it hasn't worked. It hasn't made any difference really, which is such a shame, because I was really looking forward to operating that timetable, but I can't if it's in a terrible mess. Hopefully when I get round to covering it in my timetable series it'll be in a better state, fingers crossed. What's this? Is that the sea? No, it's the sea. Oh right. Oh, I've never been out this far. Have we got enough? No, we haven't. Oh, what a shame. Oh. Fiddlesticks. No, not I'll break it. Drat. Oh well, I've got an idea. I'll move back slightly, uncouple this locomotive and then attempt to stop at the stop marker. I need to reach it first. I do like this 37. This rail freight sector grey livery with the Formby plaque as well. Please game, I hope you like that. It's not like that 37's going to run away, is it? Right, fingers crossed, let's hope it works. Ben Davis, I was hoping the Allegra going to be put was going to be compatible on Eurosline. Yeah, I was as well. Very disappointed that it wasn't, really. Why can't we move backwards? Yeah, not a happy bunny, is it? Oh. We've had a small accident. I thought that'd be enough. My bad. Making a right hash of this, aren't I? Well, you have to ask yourselves, is it broken? No. Does it work? Yes. A little bit more. Well, I'll change the brake type again since it's in a bit of a mood. brakes. I think I'll just do the sensible thing and just reverse the train. The front camera then, that's the front camera. Right, we'll just have to go all the way back. Never mind. Right, let's put a bit of power on. We need to get shifting. Oh, you did the Kentish Crompton area. Oh, very nice. It's a good service. I've yet to do it yet, but I know it's going to be good. I've seen it, courtesy of the AI. Just covering the freight aspect of Southeastern High Speed, and then I'll get round to the special services. Hopefully later this week, if not next week. Surprised we were directed onto this particular track in the first place. Oh well, part of the challenge. Oh, the reverser's off. I thought it was on. I thought it was set to reverse. growling beasts at work. Yeah, good sound. Go, go, go. Finally, on the right track, literally. Dear, I don't normally replay services to get better scores, but I replayed the Kentish Crompton to get both of them from bronze up to gold. Oh, fair enough. I don't care what kind of medal I get, as long as I complete it. That's all that matters. Tick in the box. That's all I want. Ben Davis, if they put the RHB Allegra on the Osa line, would be nice to pick two different trains on the timetable train route. Yeah, it would be nice. Just a shame Rivet or Dovetail didn't do that. So we can't do that. You can put it on the scenario planner or the free roam mode, of course you can, but it's not the same, is it? I think the problem is that with the Erosa line, with the original route and the two gameplay packs, the RHB Anniversary pack and the Freight pack, is that comes with two additional timetables. So you've got to try and then make the Allegra compatible with not one, not two, but three timetables. Which I think for River would be quite tricky. Hey, we finally completed it. Now we've got to run around a train again. Oh well. We're getting there. Go. Now we need to go all the way around and couple up to the other end. Sorry if I'm speeding. It's a game, don't cry. Hey Sub-Zero Scorpion, nice to see you, hope you're well. Wonder if there's any AI Steam or diesel rail tools at Ashford. Not that I know of. would be an impossible answer. You probably have to go through every single like season, you know, spring, autumn, winter, and summer. Pretty much do an entire 24-hour period at Ashford International and see what comes up, what turns up, what races through the station. You never know. If you spawn at St Pancras International at 10 AM between October and November, you've seen ICE in the platforms. Okay, that's a bit of an odd one. Wow. I'll definitely have a look at that. Digested biscuits, they're very good. I approve. As always, I'll say the usual YouTube shenanigans. If you enjoyed the stream up to this point, then yeah, feel free to hit the like button below, and if you are watching for the very first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. How can I share my video with you? You can't. There is no way you can share a video with me. I don't know what video it is anyway, so depends what it is. If it's like another, I don't know, a link maybe, or something like that, maybe copy and paste the link. Depends what it is, of course. As far as sharing videos, you can't do that. Well, you can really, but not as far as YouTube is concerned. You can't just go and nick anyone's video without permission. Sweet, finally, we got it done with. And I got a gold. Excellent. Let's go to the main menu and see what else there is to do. Lovely. Empty steel wagons, empty steel wagons. That's loaded steel wagons along the Tees Valley line as far as Eagles Cliff. That looks like a good one. Oh, I've obviously done it before. Just can't remember the last time I did it. Where's DST? There it is. Right, whilst the brakes are warming up, we'll set the points to the correct positions. Such a shame there isn't any shunting in the steel yard. Would be rather fun. There is a scenario, of course, but it's not the point really. I mean, in fact, you've got this industry here that you can't use. All of this, and all of this, you can't use that. This is out of bounds. Same goes for that, and that, and that. So there's a few yards that are sadly non-accessible. I checked the points, Terry, don't worry. You can see I checked the points. Just got a couple up to the steel wagons. And then take them to, was it Eagles Cliff? Something like that. Oh, going too fast. Amtrak versus New Jersey Transit. That's not a link, that's a name. I'm a bit confused, Sub-Zero Scorpion, of what you're trying to do. If you send me a... oh god, what am I doing? If you send... I don't know. No, forget it, leave it. I'll type it in myself. New Jersey Transit, right. Well. Yeah, not a lot to see. I'll type that in. Oh, we need to brake, do we? No, we don't. Not just yet. Made me panic then because I wasn't looking where I was going. Check the switches. That's good, that's good, excellent. Yeah, I typed in New Amtrak versus New Jersey Transit. Didn't get... Well, I did get some results, but maybe it's not the one you mean. Oh well, never mind. It's not the end of the world. Wonder what kind of steel we'll be hauling today. Steel coils or beams? Who thinks it's going to be beams? If you think it's steel beams, type in steel beams in the chat. If you think it's going to be steel coils, type in steel coils. Oh no! Oops. Never mind. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's alright. It didn't matter very much. Just had to keep going, really. Not much point of stopping now, are we, if we're just going to carry on. Going forward. Material has been I see at St Pancras once in 2010. Yeah, I remember now. I remember a news report about that years ago. That makes sense then. I wonder if you can do that service. I'll have a little peek into that later. Sub-Zero Scorpion, just the link itself. It depends what the link is. Is it from YouTube? Is it from Safari or Chrome, whatever? Or what is this link to? What website? If it's like Facebook or Instagram or something like that, then forget it. Not interested. Passenger service. Scurrying along. Ooh, what's it gonna be then? It's steel coils. Steel coils. If you typed in steel coils, you're the winner. You get a gold star. Oh, Xbox, no, I don't have Xbox anymore. Sorry, Sub-Zero Scorpion, I don't have Xbox. I haven't had it for ages. Sorry about that. I haven't had Xbox in ages, so yeah, sorry about that. Even if I had Xbox, I wouldn't accept any clips or things like that from In all due respect, people I don't know, to truth be told. That's the problem with having a YouTube channel with X amount of subscribers. Everyone wants to be your friend on either Xbox, PlayStation or social media, and I don't want that. Just being very honest. Alright. Thierry, I bet you put beams first, didn't you? And then you put coils afterwards, after you've seen the fact it was coils. No? Are you sure? I'll take your word for it. I'm sure he says, alright. I swear you put beams before. Check the points again. So we're going up over the main line, and then we'll wait for clearance to proceed onto the main line. Yeah, well, that pretty much gives it away, Thierry, and how you've put laugh out loud. Oh, lovely. Nice hot cup of tea. Well, it was hot, it's warm. I think we're going to Eagles Cliff, isn't it? Oh no, it's Darlington. My mistake. I think after this service I'll do one more. Maybe with some loaded coal wagons this time, and I think after that I'll call it a day. As far as the next stream is concerned, we will still be on the Tees Valley line, but taking control of the BR Class 31 diesel electric locomotive. That stream will be tomorrow on Monday the 22nd of January. Losing a bit of speed here due to the fact that we are on a very steep incline. Over the main line we go. It's a nice view, isn't it? Seeing factories at work. Speaking of steel factories, obviously there was one steel factory that was in the news in the UK earlier this week, wasn't it? Port Talbot was sadly closing its doors. Kind of ironic I'm doing a stream on steel related industry. And the steel industry itself in the UK at the moment is going down the drain. Thierry, come to my house and put your tea outside. It will blow over and be full of rainwater. Yeah, exactly. Well, if it falls over, the glass will probably be split into many pieces. Go. Coming up to the entrance / exit. Notice the station here, Grangetown or Grangetown, doesn't have any PIS systems. I mean, back in the late 1980s, you didn't have a phone or anything like that. Well, mobile phones that we use today, smartphones, so I wonder how they'd know the time. Probably as they enter the station there'll be a little timetable on a board somewhere, maybe. Onto the main line we go. It's got to stop just outside of the station. Brakes. Sun visor out, I think. Groovy, man. Very 1980s. Right, it's like sunglasses for the Class 37. And it actually works. Deflects the sunlight. certainly helps. Ah, stop! No! Oh, my God. Ah, screw it, we'll do it again. Bugger. Never mind. Never give up. Set points. At least I know where I'm going this time. Oh, going backwards. God. Thierry, most freight trains in the UK are now containers. Indeed they are. As times change, the amount of coal and oil services it used to make up quite a big bulk of freight is drastically reduced. Indeed, very true. The UK government has lifted a barrier to allow 50% more freight onto UK rails. Good, excellent. That's what we like to see. Better for the railway, better for the businesses, and better for the environment. Better for the road network too. Less lorries, the better. Nothing against them, just less of them on the road would be welcome, especially on the motorways. Sun visor down. Right here, one freight train can remove up to 76 lorries from the road. 76, Jesus. I remember reading the other day, actually, speaking of containers and freight trains in the UK, I was reading one about the Tesco's Express. Quite an interesting history, I must say. Maybe Dovetail should use that, use the supermarket brand of Tesco's. on container trains. That'd be quite cool. Change things up a bit, that's for sure. And we have the one, isn't it? The Ocean something Express container company, the pink one. What have we got? Hapag Lloyd and Hamburg Sud and Hapag Lloyd. And with current problems in the Red Sea with containers and ships and all that stuff, wouldn't be surprised if containers may move off the boats and onto the trains. Well, depends where they come from, of course. Right, let's put this iconic machine in reverse and couple up to the steel wagons. So one there, and there. Excellent. Oh, Ocean Network Express, that's what it's called. Just forgot what the N was. Brakes all tickety boo, let's go. Check the points. That one there. Must be the sound of the brakes releasing, judging by that hissing sound. Yeah, definitely, Thierry. Real adverts would be nice. I've seen on the Train Sim community website some of the route enhancement packs they do, particularly to the British ones. They have real advertising, not just to the operator, but Network Rail or other branded goods, like Apple advertising at the time its latest iPhone. I think it was the iPhone 10 or 11 or something like that. Marks and Spencers, food, supermarket giant Costa, for the cafe. Goodness knows. I mean, if you go to St Pancras International in real life, it's pretty much like a train station integrated with a shopping centre. So, or especially at Stratford as well. Obviously, Stratford International has the Westfield Shopping Centre near West Ham Stadium. So yeah, I'm surprised that real brands haven't really, real world, advertisement brands, from even the technology centre, food sector, the high street in general, have been incorporated into video games. It's free advertisement. Well, maybe the reason we haven't seen it is because maybe Dovetail wanted a fee from them, maybe. Like, if you pay this fee, we'll put you in our game. Who knows? But I agree, it would be very, very cool to see that. Certainly increase the level of immersion and realism to whatever route. Of course, if it was like a freight route in the US, that's obviously a different story. But if it was passenger related, or had a route that had a lot of stations, then yeah, 100%. But not only that, it would have to be advertisements that fit the time period. That's the problem. So you'd have to find, say, Midland Main Line, that's set in 2018, 2019, you have to find advertisements that were used at those stations at that time. Not the latest and greatest. I think, what was it, speaking of brands, food brands in particular, didn't Dovetail do like an advertisement campaign or something like that for like Pringles or something, didn't they? Or Cadbury's chocolate is another one, of course, for the Birmingham Cross City line. I think one of their collectibles is a officially licensed Cadbury's chocolate bar. Have to have a play on Birmingham Cross City line. It's been quite a while since I've done that. Passenger train going to Saltburn. Thierry, 1 minute I'll be driving my 700 and I'll be buying a Pepsi. Yeah. Well, it's true, isn't it? I mean, the things you love, and if brands are affiliated to the things that you love to play, like Fortnite's done a lot of branding deals in the past, with I don't know, football clubs or different gaming genres or clothing brands, and Gran Turismo, and they've done advertisement, business deals, and put content into the game because of that. Rolex as watchmakers, or was it Dior, fashion brand? They made a car, I think, created a car or a racing suit, which is actually then sold, I think, for they actually made it in real life. So it's quite interesting how the world of marketing and branding all comes together in video games. That is, if it's allowed in a particular game that you, or featured in a particular game that you want to play. Yeah, or a real company that's made up billboards, maybe, yeah. Or a fictional brand that's just, very, very similar to the real company. Like, instead of Coca-Cola, you just have cola. A little bit more. That'll do. Alright, let's go to our next and final stop, which is Darlington. Which station is this? South Bank. This also doesn't have any PIS screens. Interesting bridge design, that's for sure. Darlington, I should say. What did I think of Saltburn? I've no idea. Interior, load of commuters said in 2019 may have a poster at some station saying there was no trains between Brighton and Lewes at the start of 2020 or something like that, just to add a bit more realism. Yeah, something like that, yeah. Unfortunately, it's probably due to licensing fees and things like that. You don't see these things in the game, unfortunately. These real brands or something like that. Bit of a shame. Oh, there's a 20. Finally stretched to 37's legs. Too far, and we'll be going via Middlesbrough. This is the dockyard. Soon there's no ships. Obviously, the Riverside Stadium, Middlesbrough's football club's ground, will be built, I think, just behind or in front of the station. Obviously, the Riverside wasn't built until I think the mid-90s, so that's why it's not featured in the game. Right, coming through Middlesbrough. "13 miles to go until Darlington." Speed limit is now 45, it will soon be 60. So let's open the taps of these 237s and get to Darlington. We can get there before the sun is fully set. That'll be good. Here's T's Newport Bridge, which is no longer in operation on the right hand side. It is in operation in the game now, so hopefully you might see it in action. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think it is. Oh, never mind. Cool though that it's animated. Now we're just passing by T's yard. I don't know if the little shunter is hard at work. No, parked up at the siding. Finished its shunting duties for today. Actually, it would be cool if the passenger information screens on the platforms you're passing through said please stand back. Yeah, it would be cool. Surprised they haven't done that, to be fair. I know on the London Underground, I think it says trade approaching. On the Bakerloo line, to be exact. And this dovetail took that away. Speed limit of 35. Passing by Thornaby Station. There's a 101 and passenger service to Middlesbrough. Under 10 miles to go until Darlington. Speed limit will increase to 50 miles per hour. just over 2 miles time, the speed limit will go back down to 30. Slow down sooner than I expected. We've got a yellow signal. Imagine there's a passenger train in front of us, stopping at all the stations, maybe. Indeed. Damn. We're hurtling along really nicely. Just departed was the Teesside Airport. Not many trains stop at a Teesside Airport in the game, but some do. So it's nice to get a different variation of patterns. I think some stop at Redcar Bridge of Steel, some don't. Some stop at Teesside Airport, some don't. Coming up to not Teesside Airport, Eagles Cliff. My mistake. Right, have to come to a standstill. Just over, just under, should I say, 8 miles until Darlington. Playing a bit of cat and mouse with the signals now. Just have to wait until this passenger service has disappeared and we've made a bit of a gap, then we can carry on going to Darlington. I want to see what his sidings are here. I wonder if you can actually access them. Maybe not with locomotives, but maybe with the free camera or on foot. I could, but I'm not going to do that, Thierry. I'm not going to delete it. It's not its fault. Part of the challenge. Yeah, you can't go any further. That's a shame. Yes. Is that a loading facility there over there? Like an unloading facility? It's not stated on the map, but it looks like one. Good thing there's no cars here. But kind of disappointed that there isn't, to be fair. There's some caravan. Probably some travellers, maybe. The good old British Rail sign. This is Allen's West. Oh. Stopped. Gates have gone up. About to go back down. Because we're about to move. Unless there's another passenger train coming in the opposite direction. We'll wait and see. Do you believe Teesside Airport is like a mile walk from the airport? Plus only gets 2 trains a week, 1 in each direction. Oh, right. I don't think it's the busiest airport in the world. Let's put it that way. Wait for the train to come to the crossing, and we'll get back in the cab. Yeah, it's coming. It's on the move. Hear that distant growl of the 37. Light, we can go full power. Just over 7 miles to go until Darlington. So close yet so far. After this service, I'll call it a day because it's getting late now. Gates. Cement train. Some sidings over there. Looks like a local industry here. Samuel Smith, what's your opinion on the Class 37 sounds on Train Sim World? I think they sound okay. I think they sound pretty decent, to be fair. Mind you, this came out in 2019, so they are quite old now. Oh yeah, some sounds need better editing. You know, looping. There's a few looped sounds in there. Like when you turn the windscreen wipers on, you could hear that sound. Has a little loop in it. But yeah, other than that, I think it sounds okay. The 37, the Class 20 and the 31, they all sound pretty good to me. Maybe the sounds could be edited a bit better, embedded into the locomotive. But other than that, no, nothing bad to say really. You know, I mean, as much as I criticise and rant about, you know, moan and groan about Dovetail and Train Sim World, you know, I'll definitely give them praise when, you know, when I think something that needs to be praised. Don't just bang on about it for, you know, being negative just for the sake of being negative. You know, I do try to be balanced. Teesside Airport we just passed. Got a bit of an uphill gradient, 0.6%, so we should be okay. Stop in front of the signal, no problems at all. There we are. Yeah, this scenery is not good. Yeah, the scenery back then in Train Sim World wasn't brilliant. It's not what you call pretty, is it? Full power. Okay, Thierry, no problems. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Samuel Smith, I think there should be an upgrade to the 37. The engine doesn't sound right. It should have Armstrong Powerhouse. Yeah, it should have Armstrong Powerhouse, but it doesn't, and it's not going to. So I think the sounds of what Dovetail did or had to work with, you know, to me, I think it's okay. Not as good as Armstrong Powerhouse, of course not. But you know, it's the best of a bad situation. should have a clear run now to Darlington. Yeah, clear run to Darlington. Excellent. Should be no one stopping us now. Yeah, other than that, yeah, the model looks good. Physics are good. It's not a bad locomotive from my point of view. Never had any major complaints against it. Sun visor starting not much use anymore. The sun's getting even lower. Never mind. It's definitely useful. Early on. Soon we'll have a speed limit of 35 as we get ever closer to Darlington. Thankfully the trees are blocking out the sun, so not much of a problem when it comes to visibility. Is starting to come in use now, blocking out a little bit of sunlight. One mile to go until Darlington, and then we're done and dusted. coming to on a small little part of the East Coast Main Line. Here we are at Darlington, at last. Certainly a nice looking station. In the game, that is. Nice architecture. Nice lighting too. Must look great at night, I must say. Well, it looks great at night, I must say. Get my words mixed up. Hey, there we go. It took me just under 52 minutes. The steel service going from Lackenbury Steelworks to Darlington. And that, I think, will be that. Excuse me. Well, there we are. That concludes this stream on the 1980s themed industry heavy Tees Valley line in the northeast of England. If you'd enjoyed this stream, then make sure to hit the like button. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will be tomorrow, on Monday the 22nd of January 2024, where we'll be hopping on a different locomotive on the Tees Valley line, the BR Class 31. So yeah, hopefully you could join me for that. If not, then I would just like to say thank you very much for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.